Alrighto, it's all here. Hey, I'm falling over. It's all good, kind of dirty. Polish it up a little bit, make it look new. Might want to get the other boys in here and clean it up a little bit, just polish it. There's a bucket and a rag and stuff. Actually, get the bucket, I'll show you how to do it. And then get the other boys too.
I'm over it.
Roll montage.
Snowboarding. It's an American pastime, embraced by all ages and demographics. Popular snowboarding events draw millions of the unemployable worldwide. And if you were to wrap the world in snowboarding banners and tents and enthusiasts, all laid end to end, you would probably waste years of your life trying to prove an unclear point. Anyway, snowboarding. Everyone loves it, but it wasn't always this way. 30 years ago, underground snowboard gangs ruled the Rocky Mountains, while reports were confirmed of snowboard rudeness posses reaching as far as the eastern seaboard. In December of 1980, studies showed that 1 in every 3 children was affected by a snowboarding, gang-related, laid-back attitude. In 1981, a Boulder surf shop owner took to the slopes with a ragtag assembly of incoherent innovators, ham-fisted hooligans, and purposeless pioneers of imprecision, and at a small Colorado resort, changed the course of history with the first ever snowboarding competition.
We got next year's bindings here. They're called Clickets. Aggressive? I don't know. But most extreme? For sure. The first somersault, it was a total accident. I just kind of like was leaning too far forward, and then after that, it was all uphill from there.
30 years into the future, experts now agree that competitive snowboarding and the trendy, over-commercialized subculture it has created has indeed saved our children.
with new Nuggie shooters.
Get radical, radical, radical to a nugget shooter.
Hello, it's November 5th, opening day at Keystone. Today you can expect long lines, people nearly crashing into each other.
I'm so sorry.
I don't know, shoulder to shoulder, high speed, trying to get your way to the lift.
See what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Should be fun.
Everybody gets all amped at the beginning of the season, then midway through there's no one here. And then closing day, everybody will be pumped again.
Okay, boys, see, the thing about being Hesh is it's more than just a set of tight pants and a nice leather jacket. It's attitude. It takes attitude. It takes get in there, man. You gotta really want your front nose blood. Okay, so I'm gonna want a. What do you look? You look like a back three on. Okay. Never mind. Erase that. You look like a back three on. Okay. I'm gonna need some feeling in it though. You know, you gotta put some heart in it. And no more threatening to beat people up. None of this stuff. We're not gangsters. We're into art and folk rock and prissy stuff. Once you leave the park, you just kind of have to make whatever features you want or do something stupid. You go flying straight down this hill, Adam, you go right through that dirt.
Right now I feel more, I don't know, fake than ever before. And I guess that's true Hesh.
Yes, well hashed. Well hashed. I think the classes this year went pretty well. Most of my students were well behaved. I don't know, I guess they were good looking.
I didn't really know what to expect coming into today. You know, I was like, man, this whole Hesh thing, I don't really know if it's gonna work out for me, but it was really good. I learned some valuable lessons today. If you're not wearing jeans, tight jeans, you're not Hesh. Other than that, man, just go fast and don't give a crap about what anybody else thinks.
Backcountry beginners. We are going to go out, kind of out of all of our elements. Not sure what we're going to do there. This is all new to us.
Hey, we made it! We're here on the summit right here! the highest peak around. Who says you can't powder turn your jeans, huh? Riding in deeper snow is difficult.
My favorite part about snowboarding is backcountry riding. Sure, it's a lot of work compared to being in the snowboard park, but all the work really pays off. Being in the backcountry, it's just you and the mountain. You're really in the presence of God, and you get the best powder.
So, this is day 2 of shooting backcountry beginners. We aren't very good at this. Yeah, this is a lot harder than it looks.
We literally, though, we've done everything wrong. We came out here with 8 dudes on one sled. We're poaching 2 different jumps that weren't ours, with bomb holes in them. We're a bunch of kooks in the backcountry.
Okay, no one's landed a single thing, and we've hit it like 4 times. We are not good at this, and I really like Keystone. I want to be a Keystone.
Welcome back to Ski Patrol's wildest spring break chases. The job of a ski patroller can be exciting and rewarding, and thanks to the tireless efforts of the men and women of ski rule enforcement, families like these can enjoy the fun of sun and snow. But when spring breakers get wild and dangerous, it's up to John Q. Law to give them a serious altitude adjustment.
Keystone, Colorado. 2 miles high, up in the air. With another annual plague of spring break fever in full deadly force, this culprit thinks he can get away with breaking every law in the book, goofing up, screwing off, and horsing around with no respect for the law. If he can't avoid fixed obstacles like this sign, he's going to have a hard time faring with human obstacles like this. Here, at dangerous speeds of upwards of 8 miles an hour, he plows through a crowd of innocent bystanders over skis and snowboards on his way to make an illegal jump from the side of the first approach. Next, Senior Spring Breaker cuts off another rider and stops directly on the approach of this rail. A skier approaching sees this nut holding onto the rail and exits at the last second. Watch again. Almost a probably near fatal collision, practically narrowly avoided. This camera caught him careening wildly and out of control down this run, jumping off this side of every approach and even stopping at the end of a rail. In the blind landing zone, he's carelessly putting his life at risk, with total disregard for the lives of you and everyone you've ever loved. Furiously, pedestrians caution him, but he continues on his path of wanton destruction, cutting off 2 civilians in a row, and then daring the angel of death to follow his perilous path, he plummets off a 12-foot drop-off. He then gets up and veers almost intentionally into the paths of oncoming snow participants, nearly maiming himself and them. Watch again. He shows total disregard for the law of gravity. When our officer finally catches up to the criminal, the high-speed pursuit begins. With a bum wheel, the criminal continues his course of chaos. The officer has had enough and attempts to take the madman down using the pit maneuver, but it's no use. The officer's vehicle is taken out.
The spring breaker's leisurely speed allows the officer one more opportunity at taking him out. But again, it's no use. The criminal flees, knocking an innocent bystander out of the way. When our officer realizes that his door has been sealed shut in the collision, a good Samaritan, in a daring act of goodwill, dismounts and carefully detains the crook until the officers can arrive. He thought he could get away with breaking every law in the book, but as it turns out, the law would catch up and throw the book at him. Until next time, shred safely, pull over when instructed, tie your laces tightly, and bundle up. It's the law.
So what day is it today?
Today is the middlemost day of the season, and we're gonna go snowboarding. The weather is super ugly, and no one is there, I'm sure, because it's freezing and still dark out. We're going snowboarding anyway, because it's the middlemost day of the year, and we're doing it to prove a point.
We have arrived in the beautiful state of California. We're gonna go and do some snowboarding, catch some sunny weather and some slush, hopefully. Right, Adam?
Right.
Catch some slush. It's been cold in Colorado and we want to be warm and have fun. So we're gonna go take some turns.
Springtime, we're here in Colorado and California. North Star's fun and slushy and fun. We're here at Mountain High Resort in beautiful California.
We're at Bear Mountain today. Yesterday it was kind of nasty, and today it's solid. Hot laps all day, and it's warm. Wow!
Hey, tell everybody where we are today.
We're at Village Inn for Free Pie Wednesday.
Free Pie Wednesday. Delicious. What kind did you get?
Wash my hands. This is apple. It's got some sugar just on top there. It's pretty tasty.
Hey, we should do something to his pie.
Oh, no. I have an idea. Let me see. This napkin here.
Hold on, he's coming back. He's coming back.
They only have an outhouse.
I've never.
What kind did you get, Kev?
Chocolate truffle or European truffle? Or
Yeah.
Delish.
It's good.
It's like feature.
That's the most
Got you my mustache, though.
You guys have a meeting after this.
Let me out.
Disguised as locals, Stefan Sealing and I, Johnny Simpson, embarked on an adventure of Himalayan proportions. We found ourselves in Kashmir, a place so beautiful that both India and Pakistan claim it as their own. Our destination, Gulmarg. Endless powder sitting on top of humongous mountains. We weren't actually there to ski that though. We were there to teach 90 kids to ski on a golf course with a button lift. It was an absolute blast.
I'm 16. 100% 16. I'm in intermediate course. I have learned few techniques. Some of them being some peller turns, basic swing, and side slip.
Ryan Paul came in. I'm going to give him a pair of my shoes. if you had 1 minute on a chairlift and somebody asked you what's this Jesus thing all about, what would you tell them?
I would say, well, I found the Lord through drug use and alcohol and finding myself in a very bad place mentally, emotionally, physically, everything. My whole life kind of going from like way up on this cloud to like, holy crap, this isn't that sweet, and maybe I'm just using this stuff because my life is empty, you know. And so the way I found Jesus is I ended up going to like a recovery center for a little while, and and that's where I started reading the Bible, and started to realize that like this Jesus like really is like he's real totally, and I started praying, and he started filling my life with things I need, not material things like money or you know whatever stuff like that, but like friends that I needed, and the will to get sober. And actually this is a good day to ask me because today's my 2nd year sober, dude.
Booyah!
No joke.
No
so
way.
yeah, anyways,
so life's not perfect now, but
it's not perfect, no, definitely not, but like God has his hand on my life like in every aspect, and I read his word daily now, and I can feel a huge difference. Like, I wake up in the morning and I'm so stoked to like go throughout the day.
Sick.
I'm really happy that he's in my life.
Closing day at Keystone. It's a bummer. Very, very sad. We still got 2 more weeks at Breck, but Breck ain't no here.
Breck ain't no here, that's for sure.
So, taking laps with buddies and just having fun in the slushy snow.
That's right.
Goodbye.
Closing day. Party again, back to party status just like first day. And slushy, there's still a lot of snow and we're closing anyway.